Welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
Erin,
and Kat.
So, Vampire Diaries, Season 3, Episode 5, The Reckoning. It's a bit ominous, that, isn't it?
Sorry, for a really hot second, I was like, oh, what could they be? What happened? Oh, God, I've just remembered where the van pulled up. God's sake.
Yes, Klaus has brought Stefan back to Mystic Falls.
Oh, yeah.
Damon has gone on a little road trip.
Him and Katherine poodled off.
Yeah.
With the thing that, you know,
The one thing they're looking for. Yeah, the necklace. So.
What a coinkydink.
Yeah. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. Where would you like to see Damon and Katherine go on a road trip? Remember that over on Patreon we are much further ahead. I will put in the comments. Well, comments. I always say comments. Description. How far ahead we are, what we're up to.
No. Immediately run and leave. Oh, God, it is going to be a spooky episode, isn't it? Oh. Just go home.
You think knowing what he knows, he'd
Yeah.
be a bit more concerned?
No, I know. Wouldn't you be carrying around like a steak, a grass, spray bottle of vervain, just all sorts of stuff? Don't go investigating. Fuck's sake! You bitch!
Come on! Seriously? Do you know how long it took for us to settle this up?
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
You are supposed to be dead. What are we going to do about that?
I would love to sit down with you, Klaus, and talk about this.
No.
No, oh, he gives me the fucking creeps.
What are you doing?
Want to give it a shot? Truth is, you just don't do it for me anymore.
Fuck.
I think he gets a kick out of the power dynamic change there.
I don't trust she's not leading him away on purpose, though.
Attention seniors, you have officially been busted. Prank night is over.
It creeps me out when he does an American accent.
You too.
Lift your foot up in his name. If she drops her foot, Chad, I want you to beat her to death.
Are you willing to do whatever it takes to
Oh,
stop Klaus?
God, is Jeremy in that boot?
I'm not turning back.
Good. Because this isn't going to win you any points at home.
Jeremy,
Oh,
really?
fuck.
How do you fit him in a boot?
Where did you get him from?
Cat wants to go get one.
I just want everyone to be happy. Even in the midst of all the crazy, unhappy bits.
Oh, my God, I love
I'm
her.
happy.
Do we know you? You're Caroline, Elena's friend, which makes you Tyler, the werewolf.
No.
And who are you?
Sorry. I'm just the guy who's wondering how life gets so screwed up.
It's crazy.
Oh, man.
I can't imagine what it must be like for you.
Everything around him has changed.
Yeah.
Out of his control.
But he's the only one that doesn't feel like he can
I'll
adapt.
be real couple more role.
I'd like you all to meet my sister, Rebecca. Word warning, she can be quite mean.
Klaus, leave him alone.
Every time I attempt to turn a werewolf into a vampire hybrid, they die during the transition.
No. Oh, my God, no.
You better hurry.
Oh, fuck.
Go on then, go fetch your grimoires and enchantments and whatnot. I'll hold on to Elena.
This is the problem. If they fix Tyler, they're creating a whole different problem.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't contact the dead. Jeremy can.
We don't have Jeremy.
Kill them.
Stefan, don't. He's not gonna hurt me. He already said this.
Let her go. I'll do whatever you want. You have my word.
But you've already just done that!
All I wanted was your allegiance. Now I'm gonna have to take it. You'll do exactly as I say when I say it.
Oh.
Now kill them. Ripper.
Oh, and she's gonna actually have to see
Yeah.
this side of him.
Well, you say this side of him, you can still blame
I know, but
Klaus.
it's still like you will still have that visual memory.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
No, what the hell?
Jeremy!
Anna, I know you can hear me. Tell us what you know.
They're looking for Michael.
Michael!
A vampire who hunts vampires. You don't want to wake him. He will kill all of you.
See, one of the brothers.
You do that thing again where you look at my face to try and get something.
Oh.
I don't have it anymore. You're lying.
Knock it off!
Don't tell me where it is, Nick!
Oh, he won't let her get hurt though, will he?
The truth. Catherine stole it.
Katerina. Of course. Well, that's unfortunate.
I feel like he quite enjoys the game with Katherine.
20 minutes. If Bonnie hasn't found a solution by then, I want you to feed again, and this time, I want you to feed on Elena.
He's done that before though, so he might have some.
No one leaves. She tries to run, fracture her spine.
Oh my god.
But to be fair, he said feed, not kill, so
Yeah.
it depends whether he can...
Yeah, Stefan has that
Yeah.
resistance.
Jeremy can see ghosts because you brought him back from the dead. I need you to do that for me.
No, Matt, that's crazy.
It's gonna work, trust me.
Oh my god, that's such a gamble to take. No. No, this is too much. No, I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it.
Oh, I really don't like it.
Well, Stefan, she's got to lift him out of the water.
Yeah.
You're gonna get yourself killed. The Damon I remember wouldn't have been that stupid.
I wouldn't have done it for you.
Also taking a risk leaving Jeremy with her.
I can't stop, Elena. I'm a Ripper. A Ripper doesn't stop. I'm not gonna be able to stop.
I don't believe that. You can fight it. You just have to want it bad enough.
Because I love you.
Yeah. That's right, Stefan, because you love me.
Elena, run! Go!
Oh my god. No!
Oh my god.
The only thing stronger than your craving for blood is your love for this one girl.
That is really intense.
No. Turn it off.
Oh! So he's fighting the compulsion.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, Stefan!
What did you do?
Elena's blood. Drink it.
Oh god.
Goodbye.
Fuck.
You're taking my blood? Of course. It's very important for your friend Klaus. Don't fall asleep. You told me you need plenty of rest.
Oh good god.
The doppelganger had to die in order for me to become a hybrid, but if she was dead,
Then you couldn't use her blood to sire yourself a new
It's
species.
very clever.
Your obsession with hybrids. You just don't want to be alone.
what I want is to take my girl, take my hybrid, get the hell out of this one pony town.
Oh, it is. He's just a
Why
lonely little
don't you,
boy.
why don't you get the trap? No, let your friend Michael. What do you know about Michael?
Just that he knows you're here.
Oh, he's very scared.
Yeah, he gone.
Did he say friend or son?
Friend.
Okay.
Damon. Are you sure you're okay?
You're great, Caroline. I mean, like, phenomenal. It's a rush. I wish I could explain. This is going to be an amazing year.
I don't think so.
I know you want to help, and I know you miss your sister. But what you did was reckless and stupid.
I know. Bonnie.
You are the only one of us who actually gets to live your life like a normal person.
He doesn't though.
No matter how lost.
So I think when you are the person who can never do anything and then you see something you think could help.
I'll be honest.
He's really calm this time. I watched it happen. What did you do?
We shouldn't have left. What are you doing here, brother? Last I checked, I live here.
Oh God.
By all means, carry on.
Oh, what a personality switch in the two of them.
No humanity, Stefan is
How do
hot.
you know that Anna wasn't tricking you?
Oh, he didn't look very nice. Do you know what? Not an episode I want to unpack. That was really traumatic.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack though.
Like I said, I didn't care for it. It's a lot of trauma.
If you can't handle trauma, this is not the show for you.
Oh my God.
I mean, should we start with the whole hybrid thing? And Klaus,
Figuring it out.
his demand of Bonnie.
This is...
That was a lot.
Yeah. So this is my issue. One person that you love dies, but
Yeah.
you prevent someone from building an army. And I get it. They work obviously to, you know, save Tyler.
Yeah.
But it's just stopping one problem now by creating so many in the future. Like,
Yeah.
I know obviously Klaus is the one that figured it out, and none of them like actively did anything to
Yeah.
make that happen. But what were the I just
Yeah.
don't know what the outcomes would be. And then say you did.
I generally think that someone like Bonnie always thinks deal with the now problem and I can find a way of stopping it later. But I also wonder whether this was a pure in the moment my friend is in danger, you know, you don't have time to process the bigger picture.
Yeah, this was like a pure panic of an
Yeah.
episode, and I was kind of dreading every scene change because I didn't want to go back to, I didn't want to be in the problem we were in, but I didn't want to go back into any of the others. The only problem with like the deal with it now, we'll figure out the later, is that works until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I would have done anything any differently.
Yeah.
But it does just make you like, as you're watching it from the outside, you're like, well, you're just going to have another problem to deal with. And I guess back to the... Well, I guess they saved Elena thinking that they could stop it from all working. And it turns out that she was a failsafe.
Yeah.
Very clever, by the way.
Yeah, from the original witch.
Very clever. I hope we get to meet her at some point. And
Tyler is now a hybrid.
I loathe it. I'm not happy. It's not going to go well.
He seems happy.
Yeah, that's what's worrying. Because Caroline, her kind of personality, very well. She adapted very well.
Yeah.
I can't see Tyler being like that. I can't, because we saw how his personality was with the aggression, and as he's progressed through.
Yeah.
But really, that was within the last year. I know he has changed
Yeah.
a lot. Is it enough to manage all the sudden everything heightened, everything this? And clearly Caroline is a bit like, oh, I don't know how good this is, because also whilst Tyler still walks around and functions well as a hybrid, God knows how many of them are popping up everywhere else. And is he under Klaus's control? I
also think we, as a viewer, have seen a bit of what being a hybrid is from Klaus. They haven't seen that, so they don't actually know what that entails, what that means, how that is going to affect how he functions. They don't know any of that.
Can he walk in the sun? What will his life expectancy be?
Will he turn on a full moon?
What?
I thought they could. Well, Klaus can turn at will, can't he?
We know that.
Oh, but he doesn't know.
But I'm saying that the other characters,
Yeah.
aside from us and like Klaus and probably Stefan, they don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
But does Klaus have a ring to walk in the sun? Because obviously, let's not forget that Klaus is the original and is 1,000 years old. Tyler's about 5 minutes old as a vampire and maybe like 6 months werewolf. So
No, because I think they can turn at will, so they can walk in the. Because they're not a vampire in the daytime.
he is.
He's
Yeah.
a vampire.
He can just turn into a werewolf when he wants.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how it works for Klaus.
Can the originals just walk in the sun then?
No,
No.
they have rings.
Oh, so Tyler's fucked.
Although I'm not sure about Klaus, actually, now you say that. I might need to confirm whether Klaus does or not, but I know Elijah had a ring, so...
Regardless, Tyler is not 1,000 years old, so I can't imagine he's just going to willy-nilly have all this stuff. Which is not great for Tyler, but also good because we don't want all of this army that Klaus has built to be really strong.
But he's got to find more werewolves first, remember?
Yeah. Also, we got a little bit of a glimpse at Klaus's motive for wanting hybrids at all.
It's a lonely little boy.
Because we did, I think, at some point we raised the issue of, well, why would he want more? Because he's the most powerful. Why would you want more?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so he's not the only one of his kind, and
he will still make it that he's the most powerful.
yeah, well, he still would be because he's so old.
My God, how would you kill a hybrid?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
And also
Michael knows.
like we said about the failsafe in the spell, so he couldn't create more hybrids and he'd forever be alone. Like, that's vindictive.
Yes, that's why I want to meet this witch. Put her into someone now's body. Bring her in. Possess someone.
We saw a bit more of Rebecca.
Oh, she is a bit. She's not a vampire that even after 1,000 years has learnt how to control her emotions.
Yeah, I do want to say that sums up Rebecca.
Yeah. She snaps.
Yeah. But I think the whole thing with Elena comes down to Stefan, And the thing with Stefan is she's been daggered that whole time, so it's literally
Yeah.
yesterday
Oh yeah, definitely.
that they were so deeply in love.
And then suddenly she's like, he loves this other girl. But also a bit of a rejection of the fact that her brother, who she eventually side has chosen, no other family is kind of reliant essentially on him, is so desperate to create his own family, and she's not good enough. So
Yeah.
someone that I get the impression of has had a bit of a I would say early seasons Caroline, kind of a bit more vindictive personality, has got some other reasons why she's annoyed by stuff. It's going to make a very spicy mix.
I like hearing the accents of her and Klaus, because I'm not sure about Joseph Morgan's nationality, but Claire Holt, that plays Rebecca, is Australian.
Is she?
So it's when it's saying things like "don't be an arse." It's the fact that we would say arse instead of ass. So I love hearing it, but hearing him do an American accent creeps me out.
That was strange.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here? But yeah, with these, they're very good at accents in this show.
Matt.
I didn't enjoy that.
To be fair, I don't think anyone wants to see that.
No.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely feel like there's a part of Matt that's there's nothing I can ever do. So when he sees an opportunity, like, I could do something, I could help here, save my friends. Because think, in that moment, the people they believe are in danger, in particular, are Tyler, his best friend, and Elena, his ex-girlfriend that he has grown up with and is a very close friend to him.
And also for Matt, if the worst case scenario is he dies, what has he got to lose? And will he be with his sister?
Yeah. I think that's Bonnie's concern, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what worried me. Like, to also do it whilst on his own, that strikes me as maybe someone that's like had little flashes of these thoughts before, because it shouldn't be that easy a decision.
Yeah. I also feel like and Bonnie didn't seem to say it, but I think she should have, which is, this was so unfair to me. You put that on me. I hadn't got there in time, or if I couldn't have done it, that would be on me, and I would have had to live with that, and that wouldn't have been fair.
Yeah.
It's not like
that was not
you
okay.
get here now, I'm going to go in and we're going to time, then you know, or something like that.
Yeah, that was really horrible.
Yeah.
And also, such a grim death.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't show it to that extent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to watch that. But like, well done, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Because it's strange, because we see like her use her powers. She was like, I can't do that magically, like all of that stuff. And he's like, no. He still kind of thinks in the human realm of things. So it's really good to see that, you know, even not using magic, she is a force to be.
Yeah. That's
got to be no easy. I've never had to do CPR like that, but I know from people that is exhausting.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw Vicky. Got the message. And then he saw her again at the end.
I'm like, in a way, I kind of hope that it is just her popping in to say goodbye, and that she can go on somewhere else. But then I'm also remembering that, and I was like, don't trust her or the entity, or maybe you're meant to think that it is Vicky, but it's actually just that she was there as well. I don't know. I wasn't ready for like a paranormal element to come into all of this, and it's just really messed with already
I
very
believe you got
complicated.
emotional, didn't you, with the whole
Me? Emotional?
Matt, Vicky, Bonnie. I'm not sure what point you went. I just remember hearing you get the tissues.
Oh yeah, so I was a bit emotional with them, but then it's when he turned around and Vicky was there.
Yeah.
Because he is so desperate
Yeah.
to not be on his own and to have someone in his corner.
Well, this is why Bonnie sat down and said, didn't she, do not try that again, because...
Yeah. But actually, I really loved early on in the episode Tyler and Caroline's conversation, because this is why Caroline is such a good person. Because she was like, I am worried about our friend who we both love, and it's nice for them to be like, okay, like you can take that step in.
And again, they're comfortable in their relationship. That even though he brought up that you're talking about your ex-boyfriend, he wasn't a serious jealousy issue. He was like joking with her, and he took on her concern as to, I think he feels like this, like I care.
It's really well reasoned for two teenagers.
Yeah.
And I know that kind of contradicts what I said about worrying about how Tyler will handle the whole vampire thing, but I don't know.
I think Caroline has a good influence on him.
Or the problem is their relationship was in such a good little spot. Or building to a good little spot. And now Klaus is just...
Yeah.
I have this nagging feeling that Tyler won't be in our lives for long. It scares me.
Obviously another huge thing in this episode is Stefan.
So I was a bit confused because I thought he pushed back off the compulsion.
So the first thing we see with him fighting the compulsion is when he tells Elena to run, and he's throwing himself into everything to slow himself down. So he's stabbing himself. All of that. He's snoring. But he was fighting the compulsion. But it was that final time it worked, because Klaus obviously put a lot more force into it.
I thought that was Stefan pushing it off. So I was really confused then when he went. I thought he'd actually pushed it off completely, like you'll never be able to put me on a compulsion again, but then was going to be all like to pretend, and then that's why I was like, oh no, I don't feel like this is gone how we think it's gone.
No, it's when he pushed him away and shouted no, that was him. He was really fighting it. And I think the whole point of that scene is that he loves her so much that he's able to fight it.
Yeah.
But then obviously Klaus is that strong that it does overpower him.
Which...
eventually.
Yeah.
Which I think is... I say good. It's not good for Stefan and Elena. But I think story-wise, if it was that simple to fight an original's compulsion, it completely would take away the point of them having it.
Yeah.
As an all-powerful being, you know? But yeah, we saw him turn it off. So he has what we call in the show flipped the humanity switch.
Yeah.
So now he feels no emotion. So technically his love is gone. He's just... Which is going to be really interesting because Ripper Stefan still has his emotion. What we've seen so far when Stefan has gone bad.
Just an addiction.
Yeah. Whereas now, because like he said, the only thing keeping him going was holding on to Elena. Now that's not there. And
So
technically, like you say, all of his emotions, so Elena, Damon, everything. Which is why in that last scene, when he comes in to the room and says, "You're under my protection," he should have been bothered about that, but...
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. He, yeah. I think very well acted.
It's like, can you do this scene, but like, have no emotion?
Yeah. Well, I think when he was throwing himself into everything...
Oh, yeah.
And when you're having to do that kind of physical acting of trying to restrain yourself from doing something, but whilst that must be so tiring. God.
I really hope that they had lots of like, I don't know, like some chocolate cupcakes on the
Sugary
side, or
snacks, yeah.
just like some gummy worms, or
Blood with honey.
yeah, just something, because that was. The problem is, earlier bits in the seasons, I was a bit like about Stefan, but actually seeing the length they were supposed to able to go for Damon, for Elena, and actually understanding him a bit more, it's made me like him a bit more as a character, which is weird because obviously he's been going really off the deep end, and it's not because of that, it's because of what you're seeing him fighting and why he's doing it.
The
and
self-sacrifice.
Yeah, and actually just that realisation of, oh my god, actually this is how much he loved her. I don't think I ever really appreciated it until you physically see what he's been able to do because of his love for her.
In season 1, I think it was brought up that if he truly loved her, he would leave. He would have left her and not brought this into her life.
Yeah.
And it's almost like now you could say he has sacrificed being with her for her to be alive, for Damon to be alive. No.
Yeah. It does really feel like pure love now.
And I really like the way that she spoke to him, that she did the pleading and all of this, but it's the fact that when she got angry, I was like, no, because you love me, like, what the fuck?
That confidence.
Yes. It's almost, I felt a bit like, no, you always have said that you love me, now is your time to show it. Like, not that he hasn't shown it before, but a real like, no.
Yeah.
Although that could also be a bit of naivety of how compulsion works.
Because you've never seen it on a vampire though, has she?
No, and just because Bill Forbes trained himself 4 years to do it, Stefan should be able to do it like that. But, yeah, although at that point, if she ran, he had to break her spine. So, what choice does she have than to try and get through to him?
Oh my god, just... The problem is, that was such an episode where you could have ended up with a dead, or at the very least spine-broken Elena, a completely dead Tyler. They could have so easily killed Caroline. We almost had a dead Matt. I not even got started on the kidnapped Jeremy thing. I don't know, something awful could happen to Bonnie. They would just felt like Stefan, he could have done. It just felt like there were so many people that all at once were in such horrific danger.
Yeah.
And that we've walked out of this episode with everyone fine, which is what's making me like, nope, this is not
I
okay.
think fine is pushing it.
Well,
I think Tyler's fine.
Exactly, which is why my brain's
Alive,
like,
yes.
oh god, they've left us, but it's all about to go so wrong.
It was a very good episode for the image of Klaus. I am untouchable. You're all here and none of you can do anything to stop me. I'm in complete control of everybody here.
He wasn't bothered to hide in the shadows either. He just was having to rock into the school.
One of my favourite quotes though. This is my sister Rebecca. She's a bit mean.
He is not wrong.
Speaking of Damon, I think it was very cleverly done to have, and it makes the last episode make a bit more sense, Damon going off the deep end so that Damon leaves, because if Damon had been there in this episode, things would have played out very differently. I think if you had Damon there in this episode, you would have had to have had a very serious Damon-Stefan showdown.
Yeah.
If anything, I could actually see it going the way of Stefan asking Damon to put him down to protect Elena.
Because
I feel like
did.
it would only have gone that way.
Yeah, and you
if
know
he'd have
what?
been there.
Damon would have done it.
Yeah.
I actually think he would have. And the fact that Stefan did try to take himself out.
Which I think they had to have it written so that Damon wasn't there, because otherwise certain things would have had to have happened, and they're not wanting that in the story.
No.
Again, the fact that none of them tried to contact... Oh no, Bonnie was trying to contact Damon.
Yeah.
Because I could almost imagine Stefan may not have had a phone at that point, wanting to contact Damon, but where the hell is Damon?
Yeah, he's probably wondering it. No, I thought to call Alaric, but then actually probably, do you know what? Too many people.
Putting Alaric in danger.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, he's got the ring.
And they also, at this point, are trying to contact Jeremy and don't know where he is. So, do you know what I mean? Who do you want?
Yeah.
Yes, so obviously, Damon and Katherine's little road trip. I loved their kiss. And...
Oh, he put her right in her place.
Oh, he did. He made several points in this with her.
Yeah, no, you just don't do it for me anymore. Which is such a weird thing to say to somebody who looks just like the person you actually...
Yeah.
Shows that it's
I
deeper,
love it.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it also...
Her face, though, was like...
I think this is very much him basically saying, you can't play these games with me because you don't have that power anymore.
Yeah.
So... Because like when he said, oh, I wouldn't have done it for you.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... If something's going to hurt you, that's stuff like that's going to be it, isn't it? And she was visibly, I think, like...
Yeah.
Shocked or... You know, she was...
Well, it takes away a big part of her gameplay, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've just lost my power here.
She's got no Stefan in her back pocket.
Mm.
She's got no Damon. The thing is, I'm all like, yes, like, I love that. But I don't love it because I'm not... What did someone in the comments call them? Delana? Is that like...
Oh, Damon and Elena's
Yeah.
Delana.
I'm not... Current me watching, it doesn't sit right with me. So...
I was editing a video yesterday where there was a scene with Damon and Elena and you sat there and went, oh my god, I think I shipped them.
Did I? I said current. This is the problem. Also, Erin a couple of months ago watched an episode and said, oh, Klaus is so hot, and now I'm like, kill him, get rid of him. I also hated Tyler, and now I would have, I tell you, I would have walked out the door if he died, but now he's going to probably die anyway because he's a horrible
Technically he
hybrid.
did die.
Oh my god, it's just too much.
Called character development, I believe.
I know
Erin's character.
This is the difficulty because where things are on YouTube, people are writing comments and I'm like, I don't feel that way anymore. They're like, you don't know, and I'm like, you don't know. One thing I think will be really interesting to watch, and as they were acting out the scene, I was like, oh, I want more of this. Jeremy and Katherine, because for those two actors, especially Nina Dobrev, her scenes with him, not with like Damon and Stefan because that's a different relationship, but the scenes she always has with him, it is always sibling.
Yeah.
It's always a certain way. And you've gone like you're 3 seasons in, and now you have to change the way you'd refer to, look at, interact with someone that you've shared all of these very platonic, loving family scenes with. And I was just thinking, even down to her movements, I know she's in like Katherine mode, but it must be very weird to be in Katherine mode with someone who you've only ever acted opposite as Elena.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, oh my god, you are phenomenal.
Yeah. Obviously Jeremy heard from Anna about Michael.
So Michael was who we saw in the speakeasy.
Yeah.
Right.
The vampire who hunts vampires.
Yeah. I said he was a vampire hunter.
And they found him.
Yeah. I feel like that's a tell us what you know, we're not really going to wake you up kind of scenario. Oh, it's all just gonna be bad.
You have to wonder, as much as you want to kill Klaus, the vampire hunter who kills the vampire who kills vampires, you're like, okay, we are vampires. Do we not want to think about this first?
Yeah.
Oh, but then how bad is Klaus? Well, Klaus is now having hybrids, so actually
Right, so that was our reaction to Vampire Diaries Season 3, Episode 5, The Reckoning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.